recognitions, and we'll do that in just a second. For those that are here for the school board meeting, I apologize. We've had kind of the perfect storm the last couple of days. We've got some members that are traveling. We've got some battling sickness. We've got one that's lost a family member. And to have a meeting, we have to have a quorum present. We don't have enough here tonight to have a quorum. So we're going to move this meeting, our meeting, until Monday, 5 o'clock next Monday. We will still do our awards and recognitions. I know everybody's come out to see that. And again, I apologize. We looked at every option, including Skyping people in, and we were told that wouldn't work, that they had to be present, had to be a quorum present. So we'll move the meeting till Monday at 5, next Monday. Also, we had one item of business that we were going to move anyway, and that was the Director of Schools contract until the April meeting, and that was per Mr. Smith's request. We knew that we would have members out tonight. We didn't know this many would be out. But per his request, we're going to move that till April, so everyone will be here and be able to vote on that. But then we cannot go into regular meeting. We'll just go ahead with awards and recognitions. I will turn it over to Ms. Melinda Spivey for our Countywide Teacher of the Year 17-18.
This is always really exciting for me to do because it celebrates our teachers, and we love all of our teachers and they do a fantastic job, but it's an honor to get to celebrate 3 each year in each category. So without holding anyone up, I'm going to go ahead, and the first Teacher of the Year that we're going to recognize is the 9th through 12th grade. So at this time, I'm going to say a few things about you, but if you want to come on up, yes. Miss Carly Johnson is from Smith County High School. She is a science teacher. One of the things that she said in her application that stood out, I truly believe in being a lifelong learner. I'm constantly looking for new lessons and more interesting ways to teach content. I self-reflect on lessons, bounce plans and ideas off other teachers, and often ask for student feedback on lessons. She has done a tremendous amount of work at Smith County High School for ACT prep, and for those of us who have students who are in that phase of their life, we recognize the importance of that and how much we appreciate that. And she's one of the people in that school that spearheaded the ACT prep program a few years ago, and since they started that program, the ACT has come up at Smith County High School. So we're proud of her for that. In addition to teaching in the classroom, she is responsible, along with a few other teachers, for events at school like homecoming, graduation, and prom, which are huge endeavors. If you've ever been a part of that, it can be a little overwhelming. Those weeks can be. And she is a large part of the school's data team. And so we appreciate all that you do, Carly, and we want to congratulate you on being the 9th through 12th grade Teacher of the Year. Thank you. And her principal is Mr. Tim Towns, if you want to come up.
You want to get it here or get it outside?
Just step aside.
We got Mr.
Podium
Towns.
is-
Yeah, let's get her. Wait.
The next Teacher of the Year that we want to recognize, if you want to come on up, is Mr. Joseph Hyatt. Mr. Hyatt makes me feel a little old. Mr. Hyatt is a special education teacher at Smith County Middle School, and this is something that he had to say. Having been given the opportunity to return home and teach and coach is truly special to me. I love teaching special education because I get to have a voice for some students that might not always be heard. Special education to me is about the relationships with students and their peers. Having the chance to watch them grow and develop makes my job worthwhile. In his role, it's important that he know every single student on an individual basis, and he knows exactly what their growth is, and he's in tune with meeting their goals. One thing that was very impressive about Joseph's application, the question asked, what do you do to help with the culture of the school? And he is working, I guess, quite a bit on several projects where he has married, for a lack of better terms, the Beta Club with students with disabilities, and they're doing lots of activities together where he has, where they participate in activities together where they learn to appreciate each other. And so we really appreciate what you do. And he also, in his spare time, coaches basketball, and he has a sweet baby boy here that is growing every day, isn't he? And Mr. Hyatt's principal is Mr. Lytle. So Mr. Hyatt, we're proud of you. The last Teacher of the Year that we want to recognize is the Pre-K through 4 Teacher of the Year, and that's Miss Susan Reeder. Do you want to come on up? Miss Reeder teaches at Union Heights Elementary, and I want to go ahead and say Miss Reeder has been selected as the Regional Upper Cumberland finalist. So her application has advanced to the state level. So we're super excited about that. That's a huge honor. One of the things that she said, it's one thing to be an educator. It's another thing to actually be handed a key, given a classroom with little humans every day, and someone say, okay, they're yours. She says, I love seeing the advances that my students make as young writers throughout the year. She does a lot in her classroom with writing and teaching children to write. She's been a teacher leader. She is also on a team where she will be a peer reviewer for portfolios. She has been a presenter at multiple conferences on the local and state level. And her principal is Ms. Gwendolyn Kittrell. So we're proud of you, Ms. Reeder.
Thank you, Ms. Spicer. We will move on to our DAR Good Citizen Award, and Ms. Cindy Dow. If you would come up.
So they say 25% of your life is spent in learning. So Ms. Reeder and Mr. Hyatt, you all are in the learning phase teaching young children now. And 25% of your life is in earning. So you're earning your living. Now some of us have to work longer than 25 years in that earning phase. And then 25 years of your life is spent giving back. And I'm at the giving back stage now. So having been an educator and having learned and taught, I want to recognize students who the DAR has selected as good citizens at the 2 respective county high schools. The DAR Good Citizens Medal is given based on 4 qualities: dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. And I'm going to call Tristan Pope up first. He is the good citizen from Gordonsville High School. Tristan was class president his sophomore, junior, and senior year. Leadership qualities. FFA president his senior year. Gordonsville High School football team captain his senior year. He also plays the piano and organ, so it goes along with my passion. And he serves in his church as pianist and organist. So he's giving back service in his community. He's also an excellent writer and won the Upper Cumberland Electric Essay Contest. And it's in the paper today that he's 3rd in the top 10 at Gordonsville High School. So the school board has a plaque there, a certificate for him, and the DAR has a certificate and a pin also. You want me to get on the other side? Okay. Let's make it balanced. Congratulations. Tristan works at Pritchard's Grocery Store in Alexandria, and I have seen Pritchard when I was teaching at Gordonsville, and I called him and said, he's going to be late to work Tuesday night. I've known Matthew Lynn a long time also as I go to the Baptist Church. Matthew is our media specialist at the Baptist Church and films the church services to be on Facebook Live and to be shown. He has worked on mission trips. Thank you for coming on up, Matthew. I should have called you to come on. He has gone on mission trips for our school. He's worked with the Nashville, with our church. He's worked with the Nashville Rescue Mission. He's the valedictorian for Smith County High School. He's been a Boys State delegate, as Tristan was also. I left that out. He was also the Electric Co-op writing essay winner. Went to the Governor's School for Business and Information Technology. He's the announcer for all the school sports events. Both of these young men are just wonderful examples of what Smith County produces. Okay, on the other side.
Thank you, Ms. Dale. Now we will move on to our DAR American History Essay Contest, and Ms. Deanna Thomas will come up.
So glad to be here this evening to represent Caneyport Chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution. I have 4 history winners that I want to honor, and I don't believe that one of them's here. I didn't do as well as Cindy did. That's all right. I think sometimes in the past I have noticed that the students that enter these kind of things are your busiest students. And you'll see that when I don't know where Aubrey is tonight. She's our first winner. She's the 5th grade American History Essay winner. The topic this time was celebrate the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. And Aubrey is the daughter of Kayla Wood and Stephen Felice, and she is a student at Gorntal Elementary School. She won for the chapter, Sequoia District, and for the state of Tennessee. She'll be going to the Capitol on June the 1st and be honored there. All right, and second, we have the 6th grade winner, who is Ava Grissom, the daughter of Jeffrey and Beth Grissom. And Ava is a student at Smith County Middle School. She won for our chapter, Caneyport Chapter, and for Sequoia District. And she's at the 4-H meat judging. I know where she is tonight. Chloe, so glad you're here, hon. She's the daughter of Jeremy Flanor and Kara Flanor. She is a student at Smith County Middle School. She won in the 7th grade for Caneyport Chapter and Sequoia District. All right, sure. And Sierra Kriegel is the 8th grade American History Essay winner, and she's trying out for cheerleading at this time. So I know where she is tonight. And we're very proud of her. She's the daughter of Drew Kriegel and Tammy Woods. And Sierra won for our chapter, district, and state. And she'll be like Aubrey. She will go to the Capitol on June the 1st and be honored. And Scott Clemens is the principal at Gorntal Elementary School, and Mr. Mike Lytle is the principal at Smith County Middle School. Now you want me to go ahead with my other?
We'll go ahead with history
contest?
poster.
All right. The DAR Tennessee History Poster Contest this time was Celebrate the Honeybee. And this is to encourage young people to think about the state history, and is open to grades 4, 5, 6, and 7, and judged at each grade. And you may remember that Aubrey was here last year. And you were here at that meeting and did a poster, and it won and went all the way to the state. Well, she's done it again. So she'll be going to the Capitol on June the 1st, and she will have her poster there. She's won this time in the 5th grade. She won in the 4th grade last year. And Ava Grissom, first time to try. She's won chapter, district, and state. She's going all the way to the Capitol also. And I want to say, if you don't know much about the honeybee, I've learned a lot. And that she has depicted that here. The honeybee never sleeps. Do you know that or not? And the honeybee dances. So I want to mention both of those things. And Mr. Scott Clemens is the principal at Lawrenceville, where Aubrey's a student, and Mr. Lytle is the principal at Smith County Middle School. I'm sorry that they couldn't be here today. But we have Marissa. Come on, Marissa. I'm so glad you're here. This is the first time in many years that we have had a Christopher Columbus essay contest winner. And Marissa is in the 9th grade. She has won for our chapter, and we're so glad that she participated this year. Mr. Tim Towns is the principal at Smith County High School. See you, Mr. Towns. You want to make it out? If we didn't get Mr. Lytle with Chloe, we should have.
Yeah, you need to come back.
Yeah, we need to come back to that. Oh, man. Sorry about that. Congratulations, son. Sorry about that.
It was 3, it was backwards.
Before I sit down, I want to thank you, school board, for supporting these young people and all their accomplishments. And we thank the teachers involved, especially Carol Lenore, who's at Smith County Middle School, all the principals involved. It takes encouragement and support from all of these people as well as from the family members. And our Canyon Fort chapter really appreciates that. And we thank you very much for allowing us to be here.
Thank you, Ms. Thomas. Okay, we want to congratulate all the winners tonight. And again, we apologize that we can't have the meeting. I know some were here for that. We will move it till Monday at 5 o'clock. Next Monday night at 5 o'clock.